So let me just show you how we actually managed to flip this account from this up to this. This is how the formula actually just used on this, and this was actually on Friday, February 2nd, and it was on Friday 2nd because we are expecting NFP news, and actually printed this positively. And what happened, I was actually live on YouTube. We were trading this live. I was explaining people how NFP can just impact the market, the data we just be expecting, and it was nice positive thing that we were expecting from the market. So here I, as what I actually explained live, and I just explained this because it was just very easy to conceive. Now this is what the data we have been receiving from NFP signed for the last like 1 year and above, and you can see the data we have been receiving, all that is and been over 200k high in data that you will be receiving from that. The below one, because we were expecting data to come to 168, we are expecting at least this to come to 187, of which the market had not printed less than 187 for a long time. So this was crazy. It was very crazy because it was like high possibility that the market to print that lower job market was very tricky, and that's why we're saying that there is high chances, the probability that the market is going to be printing high jobs market that then happened on January. And that's why we saw actually after that the market printing 353k unemployment claims. That was the employment change, and that was actually very positive because we were expecting that data. But according to the analyst, what we were expecting here, we were expecting 168, of which so many people were expecting lower data from that below that 187. That was crazy. But overall for us, I was expecting to see higher data green here, and that is what the market pretend. Now this is what actually happened, because the moment we are here, we were ready to short that market instantly. And the moment we just received the news that the moment the market started shorting on that, then we decided to shoot that market instantly from that. But apart from that, is because we are just waiting to see at least one proof for that, because you can see at the end of this is gold here that you can see around this area. We end this very strong resistance point that was actually happening. So this being a very nice zone, it was actually a clear indication that the market could actually reverse from that position. Because if you look at this market in a highest time frame, like 4-hour time frame, you see like this market is on uptrend, but it does not look there is an uptrend, because this market, after achieving 2045 mark of the gold, it has been struggling since to break that zone again. But remember, it was only the shadow that touched below that. The rest, it has been reversing across that area, and that is where we have been seeing a lot of resistance being at 2067, 2068, and that is why we have been receiving a lot of them. Now that is what we were looking at, to see at least this market now trying to test this zone. But our focus was to see this market again, maybe in coming days, to reverse again, because of what was be happening in the world about the geopolitical event, tensions and wars, and people were running to their gold as the safe haven. But on this side, we were very ready to short this market from this position here, due to testing of this position, because gold test more than the resistance we can see here, thrice, and that has been so nice. So after the news, we received the news, immediately we decided to enter into the market, and this is what actually happened, because you can see our TP was hit in less than few minutes over here. Hours the next day, the market was actually hitting our TP, and it was very nice entry. So the support here was very important to us, and also the news that we received from the market, combining with that, it gave us a very strong proof that this market was actually ending towards downwards. For those who are very late on this, after the market printed this, you can see the market went up a little bit from that to 2040, but later we see this market moving all the way down to 2014, and now that is the price where we are expecting this market to come from. But remember, our TP was actually around this area. The reason being is because you can see after market pushing and hitting 2003, the this market has been now trying to form high highs, considering if you go to the 1 hour time frame, and that's why the reason we are not considering this being the support line across that area. So it was very simple setup. It was very easy for us to enter into that market, and that's how we hit end by flipping this account. Because for you to flip account within seconds, then unless if you are trading high fundamental like NFP, you can just be flipping your account in a very easy way. That was very perfect. It was very nice. Even if you just see the candlestick that was formed here, it was very long, and it means that the sellers were entering massively over here, and it was just matters of seeing at least some people buying from after these candles to retest from this we can see here, and then you just enter another sale that we actually witnessed after few hours, and that was a very amazing for us to just enter into that market, and we just flip the account. If you just want to know how to just flip the account and all that, then I think if you don't want to enter using the fundamentals on the terms of technical or fundamental analysis, then the only thing that you can just be using here is this trick. If you observe, for example, the market just like this is just moving like that, and then you realize that this is your potential area, this becomes your area of interest around this area, then the only thing that you can just be considering to do is to switch off to the lowest time frame, just like the 15-minute time frame. You do what is called the top-down analysis. After doing the top-down analysis, then you'll be seeing how this market will just be doing from this area, and then you can just be deciding to do what you are going to be doing this area. Now you can see, for example, in the lowest time frame, for the people who are drawn a trend line that was moving around this area. So first of all, we have the key interest to know that this market is ending down. So first of all, you have to make sure that you state the direction where the market is ending. The trend has to be your friend, so make sure that you always follow the trend. Look at that, this is the lowest time frame, and I want you can just see here is the support line. This support and the resistance, very powerful, very strong, and very working. Even people underestimate this, then I don't underestimate this because it works too perfect. You can see all these lines that were touched around this area, and if you see your market coming to the interest across this area, then that becomes your key area of interest. You can go to the highest time frame to see whether you can receive another resistance point. If you have the price action, then you can just be looking into that, but on 15-hour time frame, then that is not going to fail you, because the market can just be coming here, you enter the market, and then you just exist again. 15-minute time frame, you just make sure that you start from the highest time frame. After that will just give you the trend, know the direction at which the market is ending in a highest time frame. If the market is just the trend is downward, then you know that your focus is now to be finding the place where you are going to find the impulse move, and then you can just be finding your entries. So this was a very nice impulsive move, because entering the market into an impulsive move is more powerful than entering the market when it's on the retracement. So this was impulsive move actually was very down here, but remember this is also a retracement, but it was very nice to be entering across this area, around this area. Although we don't have a perfect trend of the market is just ending from this direction, but after this you can see normally what happened from there. So that was the perfect one. We actually realized the market was ending down, and now it was the time to find where this market will just be retracing from, and the direction we actually have to be entering from. So our entry here was actually the retracement level, the resistance level. You can just score it, and it was actually very perfect. That helps us to flip the account. Bye bye, see you next time.